This is how I used to fix my hair. My bangs are long, but I don't know if they're long enough. I used to do this number, right? And then if I was like doing something, I would put this back. And I'd do this whole number. I'd have no bangs. Fucking goofy. Goofy ass motherfucker. Hi, Sean. Crazy. And then I did it one time, have a middle part. But it isn't the same with the bangs not being long enough. It looks weird. Actually, it was kind of that off middle. It's like that. With the bangs, it doesn't work. Weird. Weird ass shit. Anyways, I gotta make sure this side's straight. Morning, Justin. What do you want to cut? It's like next. She got in there. No, fuck it. No. It's technically red. I'm gonna try this one. I haven't worn this one in a long time. I'm gonna grab a real bra though, because TikTok won't like it if I don't have a bra on with this. Unfortunately. You I want the cats going down there. Okay. Oh, look at that. Wait, no, that's not a bra. That is a, it's not a bra. It holds them up, but it's not a bra. How you doing, Koo? You liking your new hutch, buddy? Okay, but where is the bra? All right, you know what? I'm trying not to look super lazy today. And it is not working out in my fucking favor. I'm about to have to give up. Is that a bra? That's a bra. Cuckoo. I had to change his hutch because the other one was leaking really bad. Come here, Coo. Come here, Puffus. Hi, buddy. I had him out almost all day yesterday. He was so happy. And the cats were hanging around him. He had no fear whatsoever of those cats. And those cats were like, what the fuck is this? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Sweet Kuro. Okay. Up we go. The cats are literally sitting at the door. What do you want? What are you doing? Sweet Voodoo. Sweet Boo. How's my sweet boy? Why is it on? Alright, I guess I'll just go ahead and get my clothes on in here. And if I don't like it, I guess I'll have to go change. Alright? How can you not be? Do you see this? Okay, I have eggs, peppers. Oh, do I have any? I need to find some green onions. Hold on, I think I have some. I got some grapes. Did I use all my green onions? Ah, that sucks. Alright. So no green onions. Oh. Probably plug you guys in. I can make a necklace too. You're not supposed to be up here. You know that. Can you not? Stop. Ah! There. Probably. Good morning. My ears. Shake your tail feather.
You? No. This it.
That's why I went ding. It's saying turn down your music. It can lead to hearing loss. That's all I want to do. Oh my god. But I can't. I gotta clean. Got anything planned today? Right. We got breakfast. You guys don't want to hear my... You know what? I haven't heard this song in a minute. It's okay. Yeah, it is.
What?
Pick a song, bitch. So let's stick to like. Okay. Bye, Jason. Does it? You what? Oh, I'm full. My cat lost a sticky hand, one of those gummy sticky hands that you put on the, you can like slap. Thank you. I have Dom vibes. I like better without glasses, really, because I get told all the time I like better with glasses. I don't know. I'm not gonna eat for a while. Beautiful this morning. Thank you, Larry. I had a weird dream last night. I need something. There's this huge music festival that I kind of want to go to that has like everybody. Good day. Good day. Found each other. Thank you for the follow, Logan. So, I really need to do a thing. Close. Not quite, but almost. A thing. And it's really bad today. It was bad yesterday. Don't trust themselves. Sunshine! Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I would. I run faster. Wrestling style. Like full force, man. Just beat me. Just kidding, you can't. Because I would beat your ass. Hi, baby. That's not t-shirt weather. Oh! That hurt! Ow, voodoo! Well, I don't like that cold. It needs to be warmer. You can come to fucking Missouri into our like 40-degree days. Oh yeah, go attack your brother. He was sleeping so nicely though, bud. He's mean. You know it's just too little too late. I am the alligator. You know Costco gave me that nickname. I thought it was funny. Wasn't it Costco? Oh god. If it wasn't, no, I'm gonna be like, that wasn't you, I'm sorry. Why? Beach volleyball's funner, but beach football's fine. That'll work. And said no. It's not Anthony. I don't have a tongue. I was born without a tongue. Yeah, yeah. It's just too little too late. I was young and in love. I gave you everything. Oh! Oh my god. Oh! Woo! Okay. And then you go loving myself. I can run. Not the super fastest because I got tiny legs and tiny arms and a big ass head. But I have good endurance. We're good. How are you, Jason? Driving good? How's that? Thank you, Daniel. Very pretty. Thank you. So, hold on. Holy shit. Oh, my back. I like needed stretched and then I got in a catch because I'm old. Oh, fuck. No, Alan, unfortunately. That's my way. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the follow. Nickname. Might as well be a grandma. Halfway. Good. Be careful. I'm old. I could be a gilf. You don't even know. How does it feel to be attracted to a gilf? You like it? You ready to be a grandpa? My fucking butt. Ah! Ow! Ew. Sure? No, not anyone. Hey. Highly. It's not Sims. People can like me and it'll be okay. It's not gonna hurt you. You know, I send for people all the time. I am not going blonde. You have a good day. Be careful. Stay warm. Wear a fucking jacket. Don't get sick. What's gone? Thanks for the roses. Thank you for the follows. No, I know you're playing a game. I felt lonely. You're not? Then what are you doing? You're leaving me. Oh, wait. Are you working? What is today? Today's Monday. You're not working. Missouri. Are you sick? Aww. You're cute. Complaining about the frog in my mouth. What can I say? You guys want to read a book with me? What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? Aww. Hey, Goober. You're never here anymore either. Way of the King. I don't think I can actually read those books. They have to be books that can already be out there. So, like, it can't be those. Unfortunately, because of copyright. Instead of throwing heads. Absolutely no one's dead. Skellington did that. Did it? Did it autocorrect to Clinton? That's. Oh my god. Green eggs and ham. You guys want to go see what we got that we can actually use? How queer! And who would like to think? So now correct me if I'm wrong. This is like fun. This looks like fun. Okay, to be. I got my wish. What's this? Oh, you're fine. Wait, why is my pants wet? That's weird. All right, what do we got over here? Do we have anything in this bookshelf? We can read about gods, monsters, myths, and tales. There's Norse myths and tales. You can read about, let's see. This is the anthology of classic tales. Those look fun. Oh my God, Bear! It even has, so, because this is the Norse, we can go on more of our shit, man. It has the creation of the universe, creation of the earth, night and day, first humans, Asgard, Yggdrasil. Is that how you pronounce that? Anyways, we could totally go all, we could go all like crazy in this bitch. I do too. I haven't read this one. I haven't started reading these yet. Hi, I'm fine. Oh my God, this cat. Mythology of the North. The Vikings were men of the North, the inhabitants of Scandinavia, who were the best known in Europe for their raids throughout the 9th and 11th centuries. Across history, Vikings have been portrayed as bloodthirsty, passionate, and violent savages who looted and plundered England and the coasts of Europe for their own gain. Indeed, the English monk Alcuin wrote, "Never before has such terror appeared in Britain as we now suffered from the pagan race." Woo! The Vikings were fierce people. As well as having an intense desire for wealth, power, and adventure, they were encouraged by King Harold I to look for foreign conquest. As Norsemen, don't eat my stuff. Their impact was particularly profound in northern France, where they began to sail up French rivers, looting and burning cities of Rouen and Paris. That's probably not how you pronounce that. Among others, destroying what navigation and commerce they could find. Stop it. Stop it. Everyone knows about Vikings, so. Their souls were drifting as the sea, and all good towns and lands they only saw with heavy eyes and broke with heavy bands. Their gods were sadder than the sea, gods of wandering will, who cried for blood like beasts at night, sadly from hill to hill. Creation, here it is. In answer to the question every culture asks, how did everything we see and experience come to be? Northern creation myths are complex. They cover the construction of the cosmos, the endangering of life, the establishment of heavy bodies, and the population of the world. I've had bangs for like 3.5 years. Good try. Huh? I'm reading a book, you dumbass. How do you pronounce that? There we go. Got that. It says, in the beginning, there was a gaping void. Ginunga. I could not pronounce that if I tried to. To its south was flaming Muspel. To the north lay freezing Nephilim, where a spring, oh my God, gave rise to the 11 rivers of Elvagar. Why don't they have the thingies on there to pronounce these. As rivers flowed along, poisonous substances accompanied them, hardening and turning to ice. Vapor from the poison froze into rim, and layer upon layer rim increased until it had spread right across the gaping void. When the rime met hot gust emanating from Muspel, it began to melt and drip, and they were quickening from the drops, the first sign of life. So, condensation and melting of the rivers made life, so they say. The drops formed the shape of a giant, Ymir. While Ymir slept, he sweat. And from the sweat in his left armpit, two beings were formed, a male and female. Ymir's two legs mated with each other, producing a monstrous son. These beings began the race of frost giants. Next, a cow called Adahumla came into being from the dripping rime, who nourished Ymir with 4 rivers of milk from her udder. For her own substance, Adhamila licked the salty rime stones. As she licked, by the evening of the first day, the man's hair was visible, and on the second day, the man's head, and by the end of the third day, a complete man had emerged. This man was called Buri. He begot a son, Bor, who married Bestella, daughter of a giant called Bolthorn. They produced 3 sons, the gods, Odin, Vili, and V, who killed the huge primeval giant Ymir. When he fell, the whole race of frost giants was drowned in his blood, except one, Bergemir, who became the progenitor of the new race of giants. I'm sorry, but his legs mated? Odin and his brothers then used Ymir to create the world, carrying his enormous body out of the gaping void. They formed the earth from its flesh and the rocks from the bones. They made stones and gravel from his teeth and any bones that had been broken. They made his blood into the lakes and sea. Ymir's skull they formed into the sky and set it over the earth, placing one of 4 dwarfs, Nordir, Sudrir, Estrai, and Vestrai, north, south, east, and west, at each corner holding it up. They created plants and trees from Ymir's hair and threw his brains up in the sky to form the clouds. The earth was circular, and the gods arranged the sea around it. Among the shore, they gave the land to the giants, while inland they made a fortification from Ymir's eyelashes, within which they had placed Midgard, the realm of men. Then the gods created people to inhabit the world. They took 2 tree trunks and created a man and woman. Odin gave the new beings breath of life. Vili gave them consciousness and movement, and V gave them faces, speech, hearing, and sight. The man was called Ash Tree, a fitting name for a person made from a tree trunk, and the woman, Embla, of more obscuring meaning, possibly elm, vine, or creeper. From these 2 humans, race descended. So they say we come from a giant made from rivers, from a gaping void. You are a giant. Wow. Ragnarok, the end of the world. Am I an artist? I like to think I am. The dramatic contradictions. The creation myths. The dramatic contradictions of the Viking landscape and the constant battle with the elements, this particular backdrop of perpetual darkness and then perpetual light, provided a mythology of profound contrast. The creation myths were no exception. It was believed that the cold was malevolent, evil, and that the heat was good and light. And when the two met, when the fire meets ice, there comes into existence a cosmos from which the universe can be created. The myths are filled with frost and fire, and they are elusive and incomplete. The images and events are impossible and unlinked, but the creation myths of the Viking people are supremely beautiful and explained in a way that only people in the wilderness could conceive how we came to be. And then it goes on with them. Thank you. Wow. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, though. Like, I mean, that's cool. What is this? Let's look at the other one. Some of it repeats because it's female power. The dragon. The dragon. The dragon is undoubtedly the most famous mythical beast, but though Chinese in origin, it has become intimately associated with the Japanese mythology. The creature lives for most parts in the ocean, river, or lake, but it has a power of flight and rules over clouds and tempests. The dragon of China and Japan resemble each other, with the exception that the Japanese variety has 3 claws, and while the Celestial Kingdom has 5. The Chinese Emperor Yao, was said to be the son of a dragon, and many rulers of that country were metaphorically referred to as dragon-faced. The dragon has the head of a camel, horns of a deer, eyes of a hare, scales of a carp, paws of a tiger, and claws resembling those of an eagle. In addition, it has whiskers and a bright jewel under its chin, and a measure on top of its head, which enables it to ascend to heaven at will. This is merely a general description that does not apply to all dragons, some of which have heads of so extraordinary a kind that they cannot be compared with anything in the animal kingdom. The breath of the dragon changes into cloud, from which come to either rain or fire. It has expanded or contracted its body. In addition, it has a power of transformation and invisibility. In both Chinese and dragon mythology, the watery principle is associated with the dragon. The dragon, Tatsu, is one of the signs of the zodiac and the four seas, which the old Chinese concept limited the habitable earth, were ruled over by four dragons. Dragon kings. The celestial dragon ruled over the mansions of the god. The spiritual dragon presided over the rain. The earth dragon marked the courses of river, and the dragon of the hidden treasure guarded precious metals and stones. A white dragon, which lived upon in Yamashiro, transformed itself every 50 years into a bird called Ogoncho, with a voice resembling the howl of a wolf. Whenever this bird appeared, it brought with great famine. On one occasion, while Folkhai was standing by the Yellow River, the yellow dragon presented him with a scroll inscribed with mystic characters. This tradition is said to be legendary origin of Chinese system of writing. So they got their writing from a dragon, from the yellow dragon. What? I actually have a book. That was in that one. I actually have a Chinese myths and folktales. And I have the Treasury of Irish Fairies and Folktales too. This is really cool. I haven't read it all, but that one's really cool. I haven't even started the Chinese myth one. Anyways, you guys are tired of hearing me read about stuff like that. I apologize. I have a haunted Kansas City. I do too. I love reading all about it. All the places that are supposedly haunted and what happened there and some of their histories. I have a book on all that for Kansas City. Because why not? You thought it was cool? Oh. I got lots of shit. I have Edgar Allan Poe. Look how pretty these books are. They're just beautiful. They even got like gold. Really? Dude, and I hate to be this one, but I honestly... Oh, killing a serpent. Carrying a corpse. I honestly think some of the creepiest ones is in the Irish. Myths and Monsters. That's what those books were called, so that's kind of funny. And it's that last one I was just reading from. This one is such a beautiful book, though. Like, look at this. But some of the creepiest shit is in this one. The Irish. Fucking creepy ass motherfuckers. Fairies are fucking evil, man. The changelings is what gets me every single time. And they would be better in a couple days after doing this for a few days. They didn't know that they were just fucking cleaning their wounds. That being clean will help you, but whatever. So it's kind of funny that, like, even over there, there's you know, the lake of healing. Like, you're probably just cleaning your stuff. Anyways. Whatever, right? The Stolen Child by Changelings. That is a creepy ass story. I don't know why that story specifically creeps me out, but it does. And the Changeling just in general is creepy to me. Honestly, all the Changelings are. Asheville, hi. The Puka. The Piper and the Puka. The Puka of Moreau? Taming the Puka. The idea of them is, I know, it's so creepy. Fucking creepy as fuck. If you guys don't know what changelings are, look it up online. Just go into Google and type in changeling. Oh, God. Like, I could take a banshee over a changeling. I don't know what it is. Banshees are creepy too, though. Some of these stories in here, I know what the puka is, but I haven't read about the puka yet. A treasure of Irish fairy and folk tales. And what's wrong with being thirsty? I have water. Thank you. The only problem with this one is me pronouncing all of these things on here, like Nokshiogwana? Nokshiogwana. I don't know, hun. I know it's backwards, but like... See? It's difficult, okay? Let's see here. The fairies, as we know, are greatly attracted by the beauty of mortal women. I have a chance. And Finvara, the king, employs his numerous spirits to find out and carry off, when possible, the prettiest girls and brides in the country. These are spirited away by enchantment to his fairy palace at Knockmem in Tuam, where they remain under a fairy spell, forgetting all about the earthly life and soothed to passive enjoyment, as in a sweet dream, by the soft low melody of the fairy music, which has the power to lull a hearer into a trance of ecstasy. Oh shit, sign me up, baby! There was once a great lord in that part of the country who had a beautiful wife called Etna, the loveliest bride in all the land, and her husband was so proud of her that day after day he had festivals in her honor, and from morning till night his castle was filled with lords and ladies, and nothing but music and dancing and feasting and hunting and pleasure was thought of. One evening, while the feast was merriest, and Ethna floated through the dance in her robe of silver gossamer, clasped with jewels, more bright and beautiful than the stars in heaven, she suddenly let go of the hand of her partner and sank to the floor in a faint. They carried her to a room where she lay long quiet, insensible, but towards the morning she woke up and declared that she had passed the night in a beautiful palace, and it was so happy that she longed to sleep again and go there in her dreams. And they watched her all day, but when the shades of the evening fell dark on the castle, low music was heard by her window, and Ethna again fell into a deep trance from which nothing could rouse her. Then her old nurse was set to watch her, but the woman grew weary in the silence and fell asleep, and never woke till the sun had risen. And then she looked towards the bed and saw horror that the young bride had disappeared. The whole household was roused up at once and searched everywhere, but no trace of her could be found in all the castle, nor in the gardens, nor in the park. Her husband sent messengers in every direction, but to no purpose. No one had seen her, no sign of her could be found, living or dead. Then the young lord mounted his swiftest steed and galloped right off to Knockma to question Finvera, the fairy king, if he had given any tidings of the bride, or direct him to where he could search for her, for he and Finvera were friends, and many of the good keg of Spanish wine had been left outside the window of the castle at night for the fairies to carry away, by order of the young lord. But he little dreamed now that Finvera himself was a traitor, so he galloped on like mad till he reached Knockmem, the hill of the fairies. As he stopped to rest his horse by the fairy rath, he heard voices in the air above him, and one said, "Right glad is Finvera now, for he has a beautiful bride in his palace at last, and never more will she see her husband's face." Yet another answered, "If he dig down through the hill in the center of the earth, he would find his bride. But the work is hard, and the way is difficult, and Finvera has more power than any mortal man." "That is yet to be seen," exclaimed the young lord. "Neither fairy nor devil nor Finvera himself shall stand between me and my fair young wife." And on the instant that he sent word by his servants together all the workmen and laborers of the country rounded with their spades and pickaxes to dig through the hill, that they came to the fairy palace. And we gotta stop because I got to go get my kid. Oh no! I bet you he don't get her back. I need a jacket. I gotta go get my kid. You were almost asleep. I'm not trying to put people to sleep. There's a key in there. I know, it was just getting good. They're digging through a hill, guys. I need some shoes. Just like really fast slip-on shoes or something. How are you, Julie? Ooh. Mm. Ow. Okay. Nah, stay. I'm okay.